Hi, everybody. Thank you for being patient. I was going to go upstairs and actually put some makeup on. I thought I had to do this at 7 Central Time, but so anyway, better late than never, right? So I just want to welcome everybody. My name is Dr. Terra Fleming, and I am a chiropractor of 36 years up here in Minnesota. And I come from a chiropractic family. My dad, my uncle, I have cousins. So holistic care has been, really a part of my life since I was born, which is pretty cool. So I'm glad I can see everybody. So yeah, go ahead and make sure that I can see your faces. I love seeing, new people and being able to just the continuity of it and at some point hopefully then be able to meet you at one of our retreats or a convention or something like that. So I just want to thank everyone for coming and taking the time. And obviously, a lot of you are new. That's why you're here. And I absolutely love these onboarding calls. I didn't have them when I got in almost going on almost 3 years ago. And I relied heavily on my mentor, Sarah Robinson. She was phenomenal. But these onboarding calls are just they're priceless. They're amazing. And so hopefully I can give you guys some good nuggets today, run you through some different things in the back office and on our website, etc. So I guess being new, I tried to go back to remembering what it was like when I started out. And I think that it's really important that we talk about your why. And I don't know how many of you are brand new, been in 2 months, 6 months, whatever it is. But we all have a why, and we need to have a why as to why we're doing this business. And I can tell you for me, it was being a chiropractor, helping people it's at the core of my absolute being. And this aligns so well with chiropractic because we're not introducing anything foreign into your body. What we're doing is we're elevating something that God already put in you to be able to do the healing that your body needs. And so this aligned so well with what I do. So my number one why is to help people. But I have a secondary why, and that's the financial side, because this is my retirement. My goal is to retire my husband and we can go live in Greece 3 to 4 months out of the year, whatever it is. So there is a financial side of it for me as well. But I always lead with helping people because it just like my heart, when people come to me with the results that they've gotten, it just makes me so happy inside. I tear up sometimes depending on, how dramatic it is. And so I need you guys to write down your why, because as you go through this business, this is not a get rich scheme. This is a business. And yes, we have the ability to make unlimited income in this business, but when things get rough, because they will, you're going to go through, it's like waves, right? You're going to go through times where, man, you're riding that high, and then you're gonna come down a little bit, and maybe you aren't signing as many people as you used to, or whatever it is. There's you're gonna have to ride those waves, and coming back to your why is a huge thing to help you stay grounded. The other thing that's going to help you stay grounded is mindset. So we're going to talk a little bit about mindset, which is basically the foundation of growth. And so I did a little bit of research, and I just kind of wanted to share this with you and understand that even where I'm at, 2.5, almost 3 years into this, I still need to go through this kind of stuff because, like I said, it's riding a wave and you can get down and you just need to get your mindset right and then jump back in and do what you got to do. And so we have growth mindsets and there's fixed mindsets. And basically, I really want to talk about a growth mindset because it's the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication, effort, and learning. And that's what you guys are doing. And that's what you need to do each and every day because it's dedication to this business. It's going to be your effort, but it's also learning. And I remember when I first got in, I literally got Sarah on Zooms to, with anybody that I wanted to share this with. And I muted myself and I just took notes. I bet I didn't do my first Zoom for 3 months. I needed to learn. And so the key characteristics for a growth mindset is embracing challenges, and there will be, persisting through setbacks, and there will be setbacks as well, learning from criticism constructively, finding inspiration in others' successes. And I love that because that's what this company is really about, right? What do? We sign people up and we run with the people that want to run, and we want them to be successful, and we celebrate their successes. And then we value the process over immediate results. So let's talk a little bit about that. So embracing challenges. So what you're going to do is you're viewing the obstacles that you're going to encounter as opportunities to learn rather than threats to avoid. So let's just say you're brand new and you go and you want to talk to your brother or your uncle or somebody about this, and you come away from, they say no to you. They shut you down. And you come away from it and you're feeling dejected and rejected, right? It's going to happen. But what you want to do is, okay, it's an opportunity to learn. Maybe you said too much. Maybe you didn't invite them to a Zoom, or, you can look back on it and learn. And so the next time you do it a little differently. Believe me, the way I approach people and talk to people now is completely different than 2 years ago. And so I've learned, and I've taken those opportunities to learn and to grow and to get better at it. Perseverance, the grit. And I think what's really important is when you get those no's, understand that's a not yet. There are so many people that have told me no that 6 months, year later, they've said yes. So maintaining that not yet attitude and persisting when tasks become difficult rather than giving up. You guys, this is a learning curve for anyone that's new. This is a huge learning curve, but persist and don't give up, because pretty soon it's going to be like second nature. Let's see, learning from mistakes. We kind of talked about that, right? Viewing failures as feedback and opportunities to refine your approaches, not as a proof of inadequacy. You're not inadequate. You're not. You're learning. We are going to, we value feedback. I remember the first time I did a joint presentation with Sarah, who's my mentor. She makes me more nervous than anybody. And even my husband, like I would ask him and her, like after that, tell me, what could I do better? Give me some constructive criticism. I can't get defensive when I hear that, but it made me a better speaker and presenter being able to listen to that constructive criticism. And that may be in getting out of your comfort zone, guys. Maybe that's role playing with your mentor, the person that signed you up, so that they can hear what you're saying. And maybe you're saying too much, maybe you're saying the wrong thing, and they can help you. So be open to that. Being willing to change tactics and adjust goals as needed. They say to take a look at your goals every 3 to 6 months and change them up, right? We all change, and our goals change as well. We talked about the inspiration and the success of others, and maintaining a desire to learn new things. So a growth mindset said, this is hard, I'm going to try a new strategy. A fixed mindset, this is hard, I'm not good at this. It's not that you're not good at this, right? You need to evolve and change, and you get better at it as you do it. So how do we shift into a growth mindset if we have a fixed mindset? It's reframing our self-talk. Think about what you're saying in your head to yourself. I do it all the time. I have not mastered it, you guys. I still have to do the self-talk. Oh, what an idiot. I can't believe I said that to this person. Believe me. And then I have to go, okay, I'm not an idiot, because I'm not. Okay, next time I need to do it differently. And this is what I'm going to say. Celebrating your effort rather than just talent, and treating setbacks as temporary, because that's exactly what they are. They're temporary. And remember that. All right. Remember that your reactions are often based on old habits, and you do have the power to change them. And I will tell you, one of the things that I love about network marketing is the personal development. So the books, like we have a book club, get involved. Those are all personal development for you to help change those old habits. Behavioral change precedes emotional change. Acting in a new way trains the brain to adapt and adopt a new mindset. And stop waiting for confidence, and instead collect evidence of your competence through small, consistent wins. Maybe it's you signed up a brand partner this week. Maybe, I mean, who knows what your small wins are? Maybe you went and talked to 10 people this week. Those are small wins. And that's where your confidence comes from. And your confidence comes from doing it over and over and over again. And you will get better and better each time you do it. So don't give up. All right. So I'm gonna share my screen. We're gonna go, let me see. Oh, there we go. Okay. We're gonna go into the website, which is wellnessrev.org. Sorry, you guys. I'm trying to find my stuff here. Perfect. Here we are. Okay, so the first thing, wellnessrev.org. We have this website. It is absolutely phenomenal. The first thing that I would recommend, there are different ways to get to whatever information you need. I would recommend going to school right away. I'm going to move this so I can get where I need to be. So if you go to school, you're going to want to join school. And you notice that it is spelled with a K. So that was not a typo. So what you're going to do is you're going to join school, and I've already joined it. But up here, this is one avenue of getting to our trainings. I love it. We go right to the classroom. Take a look, right? Welcome to LifeWave. These are all short videos that are going to help you learn your back office, onboarding, the compensation plan, marketing. Take a look at all of this stuff in here. You just come on in and start playing around with it. And do you need an LLC, right? All the kinds of things that you need. Recorded calls are in our library. The Next Level Book Club that I talked about, right? We have a 90-day massive action challenge. So you come in here and you can start doing some training. We have a calendar. This calendar, we have Zoom calls Monday through Thursday. And you literally can come in here and let's check on the opportunity call on Tuesday, March 31st. And you can take this and you can join right away. You can copy and paste it and send it to people that you want to invite. Okay. Now, the other thing that I love is the onboarding. This is where you're going to send new people right away. And this is where you guys are going to get started. And watch some of the videos, right? We have a brand partner guide, the 8-step launch plan. Go through the 8 steps, right? Know your why. We talked about that. Build your list of 52. We're gonna talk a little bit more in depth about a few of those things, but start with that. And then this is absolutely genius, you guys. It takes the guesswork out of everything. You literally have a 20-day plan. Click on this, and it takes you about 10 to 15 minutes. And if you want to, you can do 5 days in a row or 5 days at one time if you want to. It doesn't matter. But at least one of these a day, and you will be set. We talked about school, why it matters. So you can go through here and look at everything. We've got the comp plan as well. And so they pay us 9 different ways, right? There's Kyle and Jay. Go through these, each one of them. It's like a 3-4 minute video. And it will literally explain that portion of the comp plan. It will break it down and help you understand it. And then you've got the comp plan resources, so you can look through any of these. The other thing is over here on resources. So you can literally get to anything. There's like 3 different ways that you can get to this. But here you can filter by category. Let's say you want the comp plan resources. Click on it, and it'll just take you to that. The must-read books. Those are really, really important. They really help your mindset. They help you stay motivated. I love the books. Presentations. Here is an enrollment form that you can print out. So you have all of these things, the 2-10-1, which we're going to go over a little bit later in the presentation. So get acclimated to this website, wellnessrev.org. So next, I want to talk about belief and sharing. When you believe deeply, your sharing is natural and your passion is contagious. And I'm going to give you an example because I will tell you my belief in this technology and in this company is rooted so deep, nothing's going to shake it. And part of that is because I've seen what it can do for people, but particularly my father. 5 days on the patch, his chronic left shoulder pain went away. Within 3 to 6 months, his dementia was 75% better. You think my belief isn't so, I mean, it's amazing, right? So the more I patch people, the more I get the testimonies, the more excited I get, and the deeper my belief. So that's part of it, right? And I tell that to people, like, the wider net you cast, the more fish you're going to catch, which means the more people you patch, the more testimonies you're going to get, the more excited you are to patch more people, right? And your belief gets bigger, your passion gets bigger. My son was listening to me do a presentation for somebody, and he came out of it and he goes, "Mom, you're really good. Like, I would buy it from you." And I said, "Well, it's not about that. It's my passion inside. It's because of my belief in it. And that's why that shows, right?" So understand that when you believe deeply, the sharing is contagious and you want to share it with everyone because you know everyone needs it. Okay, so let's talk a little bit here about your back office. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to backoffice.lifewave.com and you're going to put in your information. And here it comes. Okay. So the first thing that I want to explain to you and run you through is just checking out your profile. So where your name is, you're going to click on it. You can go to view profile, or you can also go to change settings. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that you take a look at all of, that make sure everything's correct. Your date of birth, that you're female if you are, right? And if you go over here, you can see all the edit buttons. So you can go in and edit anything. Certain things, like I think the email you might have to call into corporate. So there's just a few things that you might have to go into corporate for, but most of it you could change here. Now, the other thing that we are a binary, so you're going to have a left and you're going to have a right side. And we want you to build it evenly in the beginning. And we say 20 right, 20 left, one on the left, one on the right, one on the left, one on the right. And so in order to do that, you have to change sides. So anytime you're going to enroll somebody or they're going to enroll through a link that you sent them, you get to change the side. So right now mine is build right, but if I wanted to put my next person that I enroll on the left, I would want to do that. It will automatically tell you success. Your binary preference has been updated and you're good to go. If you forget, you have 5 days, business days, to call corporate and they will switch it for you. So not a big deal, but and you don't need to worry about that strong leg outside. Just build left, build right. That's all you need to be concerned about. So then let's talk about, this is where you find your monthly subscription orders. Okay. Now you can edit your payment here, add a different credit card, your processing. So this is when it's going to come out. Mine's set for July 23rd right now. That's always, changing depending on what I'm buying. But this is where you change it and make sure you save it. You can change the shipping address. Sometimes I use that when, like for Minnesota, we have a lot of snowbirds. And my cousin actually lives part-time in Minnesota, part-time in Arizona. So then I go in and change her shipping address for her. And then the ship method, if somebody wants to do FedEx instead of USPS or whatever. You can stop your monthly subscription order right here, just as the click of a button. And this is where you would edit or add items. So you just click on it, and then you can add whatever. You have everything in here. And you can click whatever you want, and then you make sure you update it. Otherwise, it will not save. Okay. So the next thing we go to is organization. And the first thing I'm going to do is talk about the enrollment link. So you'd go to enroll new. And I'm not a robot. Oh, I hate this. There we go. Hey. Okay, so these are your kit selections. And this is where if somebody wants to sign as a core, you are going to select the core enrollment and then just, follow the instructions. The other one that it's kind of a little more difficult, not as straightforward. So I'm just going to run you through the preferred customer program. So if you're signing up a customer, you click on the preferred customer program. After you've done that, you're going to go down here and hit subscribed. So right now, you're going to put the LifeWave X39 patches in. That's going to go, oh, it's already in my cart. Oh, well. So normally this would come up as $149.95, and it would, down here, you would put in a monthly subscription order, and you would go back up to your cart, and down here would be a place where you could click preferred customer plus or preferred customer, and then you would check out after that, and that would give them the $99.95 as a wholesale price. Okay. Now, also with enrolling new, please don't. I want you guys to be able to do your link. So once you've gotten into your kit selection, if you go up here and click on your URL, and then you copy and paste that, put it in your phone somewhere, you can send that in a text or an email, and then people have that, they have a link that they can go and they can sign up. And that way you don't have to call them and sign them up if you don't want to, if you prefer that link. Now, the other thing that I wanted to show you too is the enroller team report. I use this quite a bit. What I do is, as you can see, like all of my people that I have signed up are in here. And so they'll tell you if it's a preferred customer, it'll tell you when they started, whether they have an active auto ship. There's a lot of information in here, but I go through here and it's a reminder for me to reach out and touch base with people if they just started, maybe a month in, that kind of thing, so that I can kind of keep track of all the people that I have enrolled. And so it just kind of jolts my memory of people because I like to check in with my people. I want to make sure they got their patches. I want to make sure that they're using it right, if there's any questions that they might have. So I always reach out, within 2 weeks after they start, then a month, and then occasionally, just to make sure everything's going well. Okay. If we go to store, this is where you can buy anything you want. We have everything in here. We have the water technology system in here, skincare. And also, like, if somebody wants to upgrade to a different package, they can do that. And it would be right below sales tools. And it would say upgrade packages, and it would allow you to know which packages they still have available. I signed at the highest level, so I can't upgrade anymore, but that's where you would find that. Okay. Oh, and last but not least, let's talk about the resources. We have so many areas where you can get training and you can get information. And so in your back office, you have this resources. And so there's so many things in here, tutorials, the LifeWave compensation plan, testimonial section, more information on all the preferred customers. So you can go in here and play around as well. So you have a lot of resources for information. Okay. So let's talk. I'm going to get out of this and I'm going to stop sharing. So I can see you guys. There we go. Cool. I'm going to put you guys. Right. Now I'm looking at you. Okay. So you guys are just getting started. You guys, if you're just getting started, you have your warm market. And those are all the people that you know personally. Cold market is that's where I'm at. I'm generally reaching out to people, meeting people, and we'll talk about like how I handle both. So in the warm market, one of the things I like to do, we're going to tell you, is to make a list. Go through your phone and make a list of everybody. I personally like to launch my people as fast as possible because I want them to get to either the first or the second rank as fast as possible, because we have a fast start launch bonus, and they literally allow you in the first 9 weeks to make up to $900 in the first 9 weeks. Now, you have to be enrolled before May 10th or 11th now, but that 9 weeks, let's say somebody signs in at May 9th, they still have 9 weeks now. And so what I do with my launch is I tell people, I give them the verbiage, right? It could be as simple as, hey, Anne, how are you doing? You catch up, and I got something I need you to look at. I'm really super excited. I got introduced to a technology that is literally changing people's lives. It has changed my life. I've got more energy. I'm sleeping better. What is it? She says. Well, it's a little patch that you wear, and it elevates a peptide, because everybody's into peptides. And there's some amazing things that does once that peptide is elevated. It regenerates dormant stem cells, things like that. And so then what I do is I want them to do a group Zoom. I want them to invite as many of these people to a Zoom so that I can do a presentation. And the percentage of people that actually sign up is very, very high. Very, very high if you can get them on a Zoom and they can see the science and the technology and what it does. So I do a group Zoom. We sign up as many as people as possible, and they literally can get to the first or second rank in the company just like that. So I love that. Now, if you're like me, which I'm a cold market, so one of the things I work from home, so it's harder for me to meet people. I love traveling. So I just literally, I was in Arizona. I took my 91-year-old father to visit his 97-year-old sister. And one of my favorite things because I love people. I love to hear their stories. Everybody has a story. And I think I get it from my mom. My mom, we would travel and she would talk to anyone and everyone. She just loved people. And so I think I get that from her. But it's basically being willing to look for opportunities to get to know people. That's all it is. And so, for instance, I'm trying to think of, if I'm sitting next to somebody and there's an opportunity. I remember I was sitting at the bar, um, and the guy next to me was from Wisconsin. And I said, "Oh, you're from Wisconsin." He's like, "Yeah." I said, "I'm from Minnesota." I said, "Too bad for you and the Green Bay Packers, right?" And then we laugh. And so then I'm like, "Hey, are you here on business or pleasure?" And he goes, "I'm on pleasure." He goes, "I'm retired and we're celebrating." I said, "Oh, how cool is that?" And just started talking a little bit like, "Well, what do you do?" And be interested in them, right? It's not about, I'm not there sitting there to talk about, I'm not gonna like overwhelm them with, "Hey, you need to see this technology. Oh, look at this patch." No, it's getting to know them, creating a connection, a slight relationship with them. And then somehow, some way, it always comes back to the patch. "Well, why are you out here?" "Oh, I was out here for a convention for this little patch. Have you heard of it?" "No, what is it?" And then I just basically give them a little bit. You do not want to overwhelm them with a lot of information. You want to use the tools that we have for you. The tools being, maybe it's a short video, maybe it's a testimonial, maybe it's a website that you send them to, or an invitation to one of these Zooms. And so that's what I do. I make it very simple. And I'm like, if you would like more information, just give me your number and I'd be happy to send you a short video on it. And they're like, "Yeah, absolutely." And I can tell you 99% of the people give me their phone number. Now, do they all convert to brand partners or customers? No. But the fortune's in the follow-up. And that's going to be the next thing I want to make sure you guys understand is it takes 7 to 10 touches for you to actually sign somebody up. Now, are there the one hit wonders where, like the guy that I signed up right off the plane, I met him before I got on the plane, signed him up after I got off the plane? Yes, those are few and far between. It's more often, for instance, I was in Greece over a year and a half ago and met a woman out. So what they do in Greece is you get a glass of wine or Prosecco, you go and you wade in the water and you talk to people. That's what it was. It was amazing. And so I met this lady from Australia. And over the course of the time, when she gave me her information, well, I get to know her a little bit, right? She was busy because her daughter had a wedding in November. So cool. Some of my touches are not going to be about the technology. "Hey, how's it going with your daughter's wedding planning?" Right? I reach out in a personal way, not a business way. And, "Oh yeah, it's going great, right? Da, 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 so busy, da, da, da." After the wedding, "Hey, how did the wedding go?" "Oh, it was so beautiful." Then I might come back and say, "Hey, I just wanted to check back in. Are you still interested in looking at this information?" "Oh, somebody wants to know what short video do you send?" I have a short 12-minute video that I've done just with the technology, and that's what I send. So, and it works well too. But I really like to get people on the Zooms as much as possible because they're so powerful, especially the testimonial Zooms, you guys. It's a short overview of the technology, but then people get to hear real people with their results. And it is super powerful. So those, I try and get those on them as well. Can we please get a copy of your video? Yeah, you can. I just need your information. I'd be happy to. Okay, so anyway, year and a half, you guys, of touches with this lady from Australia. She signed up as a brand partner. Year and a half. So you cannot give up. You cannot give up. I always give people the out. If they give me their phone number, I'm like, okay, here's the deal. I'll take your phone number and I'm going to send you this short video, or I'm going to get you on a Zoom. But then if you're not interested, just let me know. I'm not a stalker. If you're not interested, great. I'll take you off my list. Otherwise, I'm going to assume you're busy and I'm just going to check in with you from time to time. So fortune is in the follow-up. So let's see. Oh, some of the other things that I like to add, because people say, well, tell me more about that. How does it work? And I just say, well, it utilizes a peptide that you already have to regenerate dormant stem cells. And they get very interested with that. And then they want to know how. And I said, well, that's when I might go into the video thing. But the other thing that I do to catch them is, how old are you? Well, I'm 58. Did you know that by age 60, almost all your stem cells aren't working in your body anymore? This is why you age faster and heal slower. If they're 30, then I might utilize it and say, well, half your stem cells aren't working anymore. So you're looking at being proactive with your wellness. How cool is that? You can talk about their energy. You can talk about their sleep. Lady at UPS, literally, as I'm talking to her, getting to know her just a little bit in that time, found out her husband had COPD. She gave me her info. I said, you need to take a look at this technology. I cannot guarantee anything. I'm not going to say that it's going to cure, treat, diagnose anything, but I want to send you some information. And I know that there's some testimonials that has helped COPD. So that's what I did. So I tailor make it to people as well. The guy that signed up right off the plane, he was a triathlete. So what did I send him? I gave him information about Serena Williams and David Beckham and all of the athletes that are using it. So you kind of want to tailor make what you send them as well, so that it's pertinent to their life and what they're dealing with. So those are some of the things that I do. And let's see, I did that one already. I just want to make sure I'm staying on track here, because we have a lot of different things that we want to make sure that we go through. I've done the back office. Okay. So once again, wellnessrev.org. Make sure you go and look. There's tons of training, onboarding. You guys, everything's there. But if you have any questions, make sure you get back to the person who enrolled you so they can help you as well, because there's going to be some questions that may not be answered there. But we're here as leaders as well, which is going to lead me into, I'm going to open it up for questions. Anything you guys are dealing with that you're struggling with, maybe it's oppositions from people, anything that you guys want, just go ahead and unmute and ask me any questions that you want. I'm going to take down some of the information as well that's in the chat while you guys are doing that. So feel free. Anybody? Okay.
Hi, my name is Sandra. How are you?
Sandra?
Yes, I have a question. Like, what do you do? For example, I've been at meetings where I'm excited and talking about the patch, but there always seems to be that one person that starts like talking down about what you're offering, It's kind of upsetting.
Oh, give me an example so that I can understand. Are you speaking in front of people, or are you just having
Yeah,
a little
well,
group of
like in
people?
a reunion, for
Okay.
example,
So family.
yeah, exactly. One of them is like my sister. I could be talking to her about how amazing the patch is, and because maybe somebody else in the room is interested, but then you have that one person that starts talking about, oh, I don't believe in those things, and I think that's too much money to risk, and blah blah blah, and you're like, oh, thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's my hard part.
yeah, family is the hardest. Let me tell you, my brother, I may be a doctor, but I'm still his little sister. And that can be some of the most heartbreaking, right? Because you would think that
Yeah.
your family would trust you.
Uh-huh.
And so let me tell you that it was a no from my brother for a very long time, but he finally did get on it because of my dad, saw the difference in my dad, and now he gets on my testimonial calls and does his testimony for me. So
Oh.
how I would handle that in that moment. And so maybe it's taking, I would absolutely say, well, I hate to tell you, but there is about over 80 clinical studies on this. It's the
Uh-huh.
real deal. And if you don't have stem cells in your body, you don't have healing. You really don't. And
Okay.
so it's coming back at with her in a nice way of just saying, this really does have all the scientific backing on it. And really at $3.50 a day, how can you not afford? Because if you don't have your health, you have nothing. People pay
Exactly.
thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to get their health back. Because if you don't have it, you have no quality of life.
Yes,
So
I understand that.
the things, and then I would probably maybe go back to whoever you may was slightly interested,
Uh-huh.
a one-on-one. And then, and especially if you have her phone number or something, I say, hey, you know what? I'm going to follow you up with you on this. What I would love to do is to get you on a Zoom with a doctor, and you can use me. I'm here. I'll get
Thank
you on a
you.
Zoom with a doctor, and she can explain all the scientific basis for this and what it does in your body.
Okay. Yes, I will start doing that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, use the doctor thing.
Okay. Yeah, hopefully they will listen. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye bye.
Okay, who's next? I saw somebody with their hand up.
I put it down.
Go ahead. Okay, who's speaking?
I I had
Oh,
my hand up, but then what I was gonna say is thank you because you were very clear.
well, thank you.
And just the answer that you just gave now, it was kind of my answer, my question. So thank you very much.
Okay, good. You're welcome. Thank you. I appreciate the feedback. Anything I can do to make it better, though, always let me know.
Can I speak?
Yes, Jack.
Very good. Listen, first of all, I'm so happy to be here today, and it's thanks to Sean that she's a lady who is really inspiring me, and I'm taking this thing all the way to home base. And
I love it.
yeah, I, I've been I've been on the patch for 3 years now.
Wow.
3 years, so altogether about 1,500 patches. I believe in it. I can tell you 10 different things that have happened to me. And I'm this is terrific. And thank you, Sean, for bringing me on. And nice to meet you, Doctor.
Nice
It's
to meet you as well.
and I'm so glad that we can count on you if we need a doctor to help us.
Absolutely. Use it. Use it. There's and that's why, and I tell people this is that it took me 7 months to look at this, right? Because I'm super skeptical, and as a doctor, there's a lot of there's credibility, but there's accountability as well. And my sponsor is on here, and I thank Barb every day for not giving up on me 7 months later. But that account that credibility is important to some people. And we have a lot of doctors on here, and you can actually there's a lot of different videos from doctors that you can send as well.
That's tremendous. Let me ask you a question coming from a doctor.
Yes, sir.
What happens when you forget to take the patch off and you sleep with it? And the next morning, about 11 o'clock in the morning, you reach behind your neck and you pull it off.
No negative side effects, I can tell you that. There's about 16 hours of frequency in the patch. So what happens is the crystals start to break down over that 16 hours. So after 16 hours, it's done. But the problem is if you start doing that every day and forgetting to take it off, you'll lose the potency of the patch. It will stop working in your body as well. And it's called attenuation. So what I do, because I do that as well, I do two things. I wear it here because when I brush my teeth, it reminds me to take it off, and it's a better conversation piece. And number two, I just skip a day.
You skip a day. That's what I do too. Yes, I do. Well, anyway, thank you, Doctor. Wonderful meeting you and all you folks that are out here. And
No, isn't it amazing?
this is fantastic. Anyway, God bless, and thank you so much.
Well, keep plugged in.
I'm calling from Mexico City.
Are you really?
Yes.
Good for you. And we do have all this in English and Spanish, and I think was just such a need. And so I love that as well. So everything that we have Zooms in Spanish and in English.
Well, that's wonderful. I'll be on more often. Thank you very much.
Good. Good to meet you. And Marina.
Hi,
Hi, Marina.
how are you?
Good.
Well, this is my first time that I am in one of those Zoom. A friend just recommended the patch for me. I did buy it for my mom, and my sister wants to use it. I did not ask my friend, the one that recommended this. Do you have a patch to lose weight or to reduce inflammation?
Yes, so that's a good question. So the X39 is our flagship patch. It does everything. It does reduce inflammation in your body as well. So I have a number of people who lost some weight originally being on the patch because of the inflammation dump. Now, if you want to accelerate that inflammation or decrease of inflammation, I would add the Aeon. That's also, we call it our happy patch, but it also helps to decrease inflammation even more. The other thing that people do combo it with is the SP6, because what that's doing is it's regulating hormones and it's helping with craving control. So those three would be awesome.
SP6?
SP6.
Okay. And you use all three at the same time?
You can, yes.
And how often do you use them, or how long? I think the X39 is for 12 hours. Is that correct?
Yes, all of our patches are 12 hours except for the pain patches, because those you can leave on for as long as they're working.
Oh, okay. So the Aeon or Eon, I think you said, is 12. Well,
Correct.
do any of them can you wear it at night or during the day?
Yeah, so the ones that are recommended for day are carnosine, SP6, Aeon you can wear at night or during the day. That's totally up to you. Alavita is a night patch. Silent Nights is a night patch. David Schmidt himself said wear carnosine during the day because it's helping with your brain, and you don't want to wake up in the middle of the night and now you can't go back to sleep. So carnosine is a great one for the day. I wear SP6, X49, X39. Sometimes, I don't know, every other day glutathione and carnosine about 3 to 5 days a week.
Okay. Okay. Very good. Well, I'm planning to sell it because my mom, she has been wearing it for 4 days, and she says she feels good. She was always very fatigued. She was telling me today, and I said, "So how's it going with the patch?" And she said, "Well, I had my shoulder that was hurting for days. I couldn't reach the cabinet, and now it's gone. The pain is gone." I was like, "Oh, really?" I mean, she is the person that she would always say, "Well, no, this is not working," or it goes, "No, I don't want to try that." And I begged her almost to try it, and now she feels good.
See, is that my dad too? 5 days in, and I always paid for things for my dad to try, right?
No.
5 days in, he's like, my chronic left shoulder and arm pain went away. Count me in, I'll pay for it. So
Now, join the, I don't know if I'm saying the right thing, to join the group in purchasing a, I don't know, I think you have different levels to become a member, or how do you really say it? I
you're
don't
talking
know.
about the brand partner, the different packages?
Yes, I guess that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so the different packages, you have the core membership, which is 3 months worth for $295.
Mhm.
Then you have the advanced package, which is 6 months worth. So it's really good for a couple, right? 3 months for each of them. And
Okay.
that better price point of $535. So it's $89 a sleeve. The advanced plus is 11 sleeves of X39 for $975. And then the premium, well, it used to be the premium. No, is it the premium now? Wait, advanced plus. Anyway, premium. It used to be diamond. That's what it was. When I started, it was diamond. So it's
Okay.
premium. You get 20 sleeves for $1,750. So those are the 4 options for packages. And then you've got 2 preferred customer programs.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for that information.
Yeah. And one of the things I wanted to share with you guys that I forgot about is our 2-10-1. So it really makes it simple for you guys to reach out and touch two people, talk to two people a day for 5 days a week. And that literally means you will have shared the LifeWave with 10 people over the course of a week. Out of that 10 people, you should be signing at least one brand partner and one or two customers. And literally after doing that, after 2 weeks, now you're going to be at the first rank in the company, which is a 1-star manager. Now you're getting that fast start bonus if you just started. And you just keep doing that and it will just snowball. And then they, like you're starting to share it with people. They're going to start to share it with people. And then you rise in the ranks, because our goal is to get you guys to 1-star director as soon as possible, because that's when the compensation plan really opens up.
Oh, okay. And how long does that take?
Well, depending. So the 1-star director, so 1-star manager, you need to have one on your left, one on your right. And that's at the advanced packages. Advanced packages are great because then you have some inventory to work with as well for people. So that gets you 1-star manager. 2-star manager is when you get to 2 on each side, advanced or above. And then 3-star manager, it starts to become about volume. And so you have to have a certain amount of volume happening in order for you to get to those. So that's what they changed in the compensation plan, which was awesome. I was stuck at a director in the old compensation plan for 2 years. I had all the volume, I had everything, but because of the structure, I couldn't get there. I had a rock star, but she was my second generation. And so when they changed all this and made it a volume based, I went to 1-star executive like immediately. So.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for all that information.
And that's all on wellnessrev.org as well. So feel free to, there's more information there, like a little more in depth.
Okay. So. Great. Great. Have a nice evening. Thank you.
Dude, thank you. Keep getting on the Zooms.
Okay, I shall. This is my first one.
Okay, yeah. Get on and invite people, because we have opportunity Zooms twice a week. And then the testimonial is kind of like an opportunity as well. They just don't talk about the business side of it. And you get to hear real people.
Okay, great, great. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, anybody else? Just looking at the chat. So you guys, I will tell you this, that any of these patches, you can wear anywhere on your body. I wear the carnosine on my right side. I've seen patch placement protocols. I kind of follow those, but this goes systemic in your body. It's kind of like when you go out in the sun and let's say you have everything covered up but your face and the sun hits your face, the vitamin D doesn't stay in your face. It goes systemic into your bloodstream, right? Same thing with this patch, with these patches, is it goes through your bloodstream and it gets taken out through your urine. And so it goes systemic throughout your body. Just get it on your body somehow, some way. We have a lady who literally, her husband had a stroke. And I'm going to tell you this one. My puppy is bugging me here. She's about 9 months old. And so anyway, her husband had a stroke from the COVID shot. He had a long history of migraines. He didn't sleep well at night. And from the stroke, he became unable to do anything. He couldn't work. He was a ballroom dancer, couldn't do that. He's his balance, he's drooling. I mean, it was bad. She wanted him to use the patch and he wouldn't do it because he was too wary of anything now. And so what did she do? She started putting it underneath his pillowcase. So literally it's pillow, patch, the pillowcase, and his head. So he's sleeping on it every night and his migraines started getting better. He started sleeping better. This man is now back working, back ballroom dancing, not drooling. I mean, he is feeling absolutely amazing and he knows he was patched now and he's choosing to patch. So just get it on their body somewhere, somehow. It goes systemic throughout your body. Any other questions for tonight? Anybody? Just looking to see if I missed anybody's hand. Hi, Jane. Hi, Barb. I'm just looking through here. Good to see everybody. Not everybody has their face on here, but good to see everybody. All right. All right. If nobody has any other questions, we're going to let you go. And we'll see you on another Zoom. Oh, somebody's one more chat. Oh, love that story. Yeah, it's a great story, you guys. It's a great story. The only thing that blocks a frequency, this is why you can't, if you're sitting inside, and this is why you can't get vitamin D from the sun, because glass and metal, my dog is starting to growl at me. Glass and metal block a frequency. So if you're ever going to travel, you want to put it in like a Altoid tin or some metal tin or glass, so that it doesn't get in contact with your body, so you don't activate all of the patches. That's why you don't want people to put a whole sleeve in their pocket. You'll activate all the patches. So, all right. Well, thank you for coming. I hope that was helpful. And let me make sure there's anything else. Okay. Good night, everybody.